Gen AI. Oh, yeah, thank you for recording. Today we will talk about creating videos with Gen AI and how you can do it, how it's possible to do it, and like what's the current state of art in this field. And we will have about like 1 hour to cover this topic. My name is Nicola Rechi. I'm CEO and founder of Hyperskill and Advanced Film. That is two of our products in EdTech space. So we use AI to make learning more efficient and build products to learn AI and to learn like technology and coding with AI. I'm also a member of Sunday Club, which is AI hacker group at MIT, Harvard. So about video and video models, we will cover basics of how generative AI like video models work, what is it, and so on. We will also cover a few tools like Sora, Hailuo, and Heigen. I think it's most popular tools. Mostly we will cover Sora today. We will also cover how to get started. I will show you some examples, demos. We will try to generate a few videos along the way. I have a few examples right away to show you what we will be talking about. You see my screen. So there are multiple tools. We will cover a few of them today. So Sora is a tool from OpenAI. They announced it about a year ago and released less than a half year ago. And if you have a ChatGPT subscription, you can use it unlimited. So it has unlimited generations for any ChatGPT subscriber. And I think it has some limitations for free users, but some limited generations. And it's video generation tool. From prompts, you can generate this kind of videos. It's important to note, and we will see it later, that over the internet and on these landing pages, you will see very nicely made videos, almost like without any errors and so on. But in reality, you need to generate maybe a dozen of videos to get one good one. This is Sora. Hailuo is a Chinese video gen and image gen startup. They also have quite good models and a product, Hailuo AI. And I will show you a little bit of Hailuo, and we'll talk about the difference between Hailuo and Sora. Also, Google released Video Gen VO2 model recently, and I have not tried it a lot. Oh, sorry. One. Yep. Sorry. I haven't used it much. They just recently released it, but we will also try to generate some videos with you. One interesting example here, you can see hands quickly slicing juicy steak with a wooden cutting board. So it's a standard actually test for video gen models of a chef cutting like a steak or an apple or something like that. And it's usually hard to visualize for video models because it's lots of moving parts and like lots of physics involved. So to estimate and evaluate a video gen model or service, you can try to prompt like chef cutting a steak, for example, and see how it generates a result. Another example is a Runway. It's also a video gen company and video gen models. They target mostly like filmmakers and people who are more professional in videos. So we will not cover it today, but they have relatively good models with some consistency. But also, yeah, remember that everything you see on these landing pages are like like one of maybe like hundreds of generation, like of experiments like with generation. So it's not always this nice, but it's relatively nice and it's getting better and better every month. As for HeyGen, um, oh, I don't have a think sound. Okay, I'm not sure you will hear it, but HeyGen is a avatar generation product to generate AI avatars. And for example, this is me. This is actually my avatar created from one of my video, and I can create any video clip with with a voice of me, like talking about something, lecturing something, and so on. And also, like another example, yeah, this is yeah. So this is also a AI avatar, and HeyGen provide you with few, well, quite a few, like lots of existing avatars. So you can use your image, your video, or you can pick any of existing avatars and voices to create this avatar video. And last example I wanted to show you, we will not cover this one, but I wanted to show you Pikai, which is more artistic video generation. So they specialize in putting in physics actually, like so in uh, making videos, adding AI generated effects to videos, which has a very good physics. For example, like this one, I think it's an example. Yeah, so they like it's a balloon and some like cat flying. Yeah, and then prompt was like the cat flying in the air and so on. I think I have a library of this is hyperscale team from image. It was yeah inflated. So maybe like inflated. Yeah, and this is also yeah, like melted. So it's like a Pika specializing on Pika effects and other like physical effects. You can play with it. It does have some free yeah, like bold me interesting one long here. It has some free limits. It's very slow, so it takes like tens of minutes to generate one short video, but yeah, it's fun. You can play with it. Um, okay, so this were some examples, and yeah, later we will use Sora, Hailuo, maybe Google to generate few videos. Most popular use cases are social media and marketing. So you may see some AI generated images and AI generated videos in social media. And sometimes they are fun, sometimes they are like boringly hallucinated and so on. But social media is a large use case and market for Gen AI. Education and training, and also a huge field, especially right now. It's for AI avatars. So a lot of educational like trainings, courses, corporate trainings are generated, like have generated videos because it makes learning more engaging. Entertainment and media, yeah, which is kind of like social media, but sometimes more professionally. And for example, Runway is yeah, like more professional tool. People are using to build films, like short films, long films, effects, and so on in media. Gaming and VR also are using video gen to yeah, build like worlds or yeah, basically to visualize something. And yeah, last but not least, art and creativity. So it's interesting time we are living in. It's much easier to create. It's like much easier to build stuff, to build software, to create an image, and so on. So creative professionals and artists are using Gen AI to basically, it's a tool to speed up the production. So it's much faster to go from idea to end product, to image or video or film or anything else. Yeah, so this is main use cases of video gen so far. Yeah, maybe you already like understand this slide, but I will still like reiterate on it. That traditional video production is usually takes a lot of time, money, and technical skills. So it's expensive, and it limits who can make quality videos. So, for example, I myself, like, I'm not very experienced video professional, so I could not like make a film, or I could not record like 1,000 hours of lectures of myself, because it was like time consuming. Generative AI and AI in general automates many steps and cuts down on costs and effort. So it's much easier to produce videos. It's much easier to produce like image, audio, whatever, like creative products. And people who have ideas but don't have much resources are now like enabled to also produce and create. And also it makes some like, movie, like for example, movie creation slightly different. Like you can iterate much faster. You can generate some concepts like prototype with Gen AI, and then maybe like build like a full-fledged film, but you can prototype much faster with AI. And pro or cost effective. It's still like quite expensive relatively to regular like large language models like ChatGPT. So we short Sora, well, yeah, not about Sora, but for example, Hailuo. Sora I think is similar. So if you want to create like massive amount of videos, like short like 5-second video may cost you maybe like half of a dollar, so like 50 cents or something. So it's still like kind of expensive relative to text based generative AI, but it's still very, very cheap relative to humans and like freelancers if you hire someone to create this video for you. So generative AI is cost effective, and it will be getting cheaper and cheaper, especially like this year. I think lots of models and companies are releasing like new models and improving this area, so it will be cheaper and more accessible. It saves time. Okay, I can show the slides. Yeah. It save you time. It's customizable, so you can create something which is really hard to like draw or film. You can be much more creative. It's creative freedom. It's scalable. You can create like 100,000 videos. It may be slow, but it's much more scalable than before. And also, yeah, you can create realistic simulations. So you can create something which look realistic, but yeah, it's not possible, for example, to right now in this world to film. And negative parts are quality limits. Quality is still like an issue for most of Gen AI video models. There are some biases, and I will show you a few biases. And homogenization makes it similar to biases, similar issue. That because these models were trained on human data, and human-like data are homogenized, like average. So it's easy to produce some average video about what already exists in this world, and it's hard to produce something like really new and outstanding. And there are some ethical concerns, the same as with image generation. If you, for example, try to generate doctors and nurses, doctors will probably be males and nurses will be females, which is kind of common bias in our world. So ethical concerns are connected to biases and exist in video gen, but probably the same will happen if you hire a human freelancer and ask them to like create a video of doctors and nurses. They will probably also create males and females. So models repeat like biases from the society. And most of video gen models, other than the AI avatars, have no audio, so you need to also create audio for your video with audio models or just record it. Okay, so let's go with the basics of how these models work. So there are, let's say, two types. Well, it's not very precise, but there are large language models that create text that feel authentically human, and it um, yeah, it's basically like smart autocomplete. And you may already like all know ChatGPT from OpenAI and their GPT model like Anthropic, Claude, Gemini from Google, DeepSeek. So there are large language models. They work on with text. And another like type of AI models are diffusion models, and they produce images or videos from short prompts. And common models are Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, DALI, Sora from OpenAI, Runway Gen 4, yeah, and those like Hailuo models. So these are diffusion models other than large language models. So they uh, operate a little bit differently, and I will explain you how soon. And all this progress and in image generation. So in image generation, yeah, it started like about 10 years ago. Like before that, there were also some like image generation stuff, but I think interesting era started with adversarial networks about 10 years ago, and then like other like research. I think it was mostly research up to 2020-ish, and at about 2020, this research started to like research field started to become more like better. So image generation was better and better. So it became more and more popular for regular users and for like real use cases to use, because yeah, everything which was generated like before 2020 was kind of strange and ugly. And after 2020 and after DALI and especially like Stable Diffusion, which is open source diffusion model, which kicked off like lots of forks and so on. It took off, and the quality reached the threshold which it was good enough for real use cases. And then ChatGPT came, and all these large language models and Gen AI applications started in 2023-ish, 2022, 2023. And I would also like to distinguish for your model and the product. A model is usually like algorithm that generates new content from prompts or data. For example, GPT-4o1 is a model, so it's algorithm. So it's like it has some input, it gives you some output. And products are usually built on top of these models and offer some user-friendly features. For example, OpenAI ChatGPT is a product on top of OpenAI's like GPT models. And products may have additional features like search, for example, or like some reasoning like capabilities. Some reasoning nowadays also you can find it in models, but also products usually have some additional like reasoning and workflows to provide you with a better result. And for example, Hailuo AI is a product, and they use their own like Minimax video model, but they also use like a few other like models inside. And Meta, as they have a model called Llama, but they also have Meta AI as a product. So it's important to distinguish models and products. But for video gem, sometimes like for example, OpenAI has a product named Sora, and also they have a model Sora, and they're quite similar. But product Sora is a little bit more user-friendly and give you better results than model directly itself. Few words about how diffusion models work. So I've showed you that large language models and diffusion models are different. So diffusion models are, uh, are that's models that generate images. They generate images, but they try to generate image from noise, basically. So how training works. So you have an image, for example, of this woman, and you add noise, lots of noise iteratively, until like the image is fully noisy. And then you train a model from noise to, and a prompt that this is like a woman, uh, but from noise and prompt to denoise this image to basically transform like iteratively this noise into a picture. So this is image model, how like diffusion image model works. And that's why that after this model is trained and you have a prompt, you can start with random pixels, and this prompt and this model, and model will generate you from this random like noise pixels, will generate you an image based on your prompt. So that's yeah basically how diffusion models work. So they diffuse like image into noise and then noise into image. And yeah, this is how noise removal work. Basically, you have a woman gray hair prompt, not just woman, but gray hair, and a noise. And first step, like you get some image, and the next step you get some image. So you iteratively improve your noisy or like low quality image. So noise is a special case of very low quality image of woman with a gray hair. Yeah, and iteratively produce kind of good image. And early models, for example, most of image generation looked like this on the left, and newer models are much better. So that was about image generation. Video generation is basically the same, but it also has additional like spatial temporal layer to make these images consistent. So every frame you still like, generate every frame from noise based on prompt, but video models are also trying to make these frames consistent. It's quite hard sometimes. So you will see, and I will show you a few like errors of how yeah how this like uh, uh, how this hard basically how it produces some errors. But yeah, video models work similar to image models by denoising the noise based on your prompt. And few words about AI avatars. We will not cover them much today, but it's good to know about them. AI avatars are usually longer than diffusion models, so you can generate like minutes of videos and potentially hours of videos of AI avatar, like talking, explaining, like I'm explaining right now something. And with diffusion models, yeah, you usually create like 5 seconds or 10 seconds videos, not long ones. Because of this like spatial temporal layer, it's hard to produce long, consistent video with a diffusion model right now. Later, like it will be better with the progress in all of these models. Avatars also has usually has audio, and Avatar products has audio because it's the main use case. You basically put voiceover on Avatar and do lip syncing. So others has audio, and Diffusion does not. Avatars are cheaper because they're not trying to create you something new. They mostly already have like a short clip or like multiple short clips of this person talking, like raising hands and so on. And most of AI avatars like HeyGen, they basically rearrange this pre-existing video of this person into something that fits audio better, and also they do lip syncing, so it looks more natural. So that's why it's cheaper, and diffusion models are expensive. But yeah, avatars are less creative. So you can, if you need to create a lecture or like voice over some, yeah, create like a human, like talking about something like presentation, maybe sales speech, yeah, avatars are good. But if you want to create something new, something which did not exist before, or yeah, some like items like physics and so on, yeah, you need to use diffusion models. Okay, questions. We have a few questions, and actually they're similar ones. Can we get the slides after class? I think so, yes. We will email your slides if yeah, if I'm correct, yeah, you will get slides. Yeah, we don't have more questions, but feel free to ask questions while I'm talking. I will answer them periodically. Okay, and let's do some generations. So this is Sora. The issue is for these webinars, it's some generations. Yeah, the generation usually take a few minutes. So I will generate you something, and then I will also continue talking about like tips and tricks. So this is Sora, and Sora is OpenAI's product. Actually, if you use ChatGPT, and you've probably seen this Ghibli style images recently all over the internet generated by ChatGPT. So this is also like these Ghibli style images. I also Sora model. So Sora team within OpenAI they previously had only video, but about a month ago they released image model, which was better than like original DALI model in ChatGPT. So ChatGPT now use Sora model to generate images. And you can go to sora.com and generate videos. For example, yeah, you can describe whatever you want, like, I don't know, elephant jumping jumping, I don't know, on um, on trampoline. And you can generate a video. You can generate like a different formats with different quality. And usually, like I try to generate 2 or 4 videos at once because they are like, highly random. So sometimes you will get very low quality video. And yeah, so this went to generation. And we can also try to do the same prompt at the same time in Google. And yeah, maybe Hailuo. Yeah. And we will see result in a few minutes, maybe less. And I have a question. I wish to create a video content using my voice. It will be more like animation, only that I will be using my voice. Can I do this? If so, how? So you can generate video with like Sora, for example. Oh, we have an elephant. So you can generate video with Sora, and you can record your voice, and you can just merge them with any video editing software. Yeah, that's how you can do it. If you want to generate your voice, so if you want to use generative AI to generate your voice, you can record your like short audio with your voice, then use like maybe 11 Labs or HeyGen. 11 Labs is good to create your AI voice, and then you can generate any voiceover with your voice. So for example, 11 Labs, you upload your real audio and they will create your AI like, audio you can use to create any voiceovers. Okay, so this is 2 elephants and they're relatively good. They're relatively good. Usually AI models have issues with physics, but these are not. So they're good. And this is Google. And it's not as fun as Sora. So but it's still trying to jump on the trampoline. I think like Sora understood me better. And Hailuo is still generating. I have free accounts on Hailuo and probably Google. Yeah, and I have the cheapest ChatGPT subscription. So I think for expensive one, you will get faster generation. Okay, let's go to tips and tricks and some issues while other videos are generating. So the common issue with videos are similar to common issues with images, and that's fingers and physics. So for example, this hand, like it's the prompt is close up of hands applying lotion and so on, and like this hand is relatively good. So at least it has 5 fingers instead of like 6 or 4. But you can see that like it was a thumb here, but then after a few seconds it became like another finger because it went out of the image and AI forgot that it was a thumb. But in general, like if you move forward, this hand I think becomes like 2 hands at some point, and they overlap. There's just like 2 hands maybe here. So hand movement and hands in general are hard for AI still. It's much better than a year ago and even half a year ago, but yeah, like you can see some mess here. So if you can try to avoid like fingers and maybe some complicated body body parts. Physics is also hard because Gen AI is creative and it's trying to create image based on your prompt, but it does not track all physics and all interactions. So for example, this video of the boy, he goes and try to play with a football, but yeah, it's not like it doesn't look natural. And then he jumps very strangely, and this ball does not. So it doesn't look natural that he's kicking this ball. It's just like looks like the ball is kind of randomly rolling near this boy. Yeah, so physics is hard sometimes. Reflections are also hard. For example, here like this person is reflected here, strangely, and also moving there is another person, and AI probably could not like, and this person reflected twice. So probably like initially, yeah, even initially, yes, something strange. So yeah, reflection is hard, the same because it's physics. And yeah, movement, as this boy also is running with with his kite, and he holds it with one hand and randomly like it started like holding with another hand, so it's not following common sense physics law. Physics is hard, and you usually need like the prompt if you want to generate some physics. You need to, like more detailed prompt and maybe generate more versions to get a relatively good result. Okay, so we have a Hailuo elephant, which yeah, you can see that about physics that it's kind of off here. Well, elephant jumping on a trampoline is challenging in real physics, but yeah, this one is flying more than jumping. And Sora did the best out of these 3 tools. Uncommon situations in training sets are also hard to generate because it's not usual. For example, a common common case, we can try to generate an image to be faster. If you try to generate full glass of wine, almost any image model, I think all image models will generate you half full glass of wine actually. And the same, I can actually use ChatGPT. The same, yeah, the same will happen in ChatGPT if you ask it to draw a glass of wine, even if you prompt it like multiple times. Now, like, give me a full glass of wine, like very full up to the top. It still usually fails to draw a glass of wine. Where is Sora? Yeah, so this is full glass of wines at Sora. They are not full, we don't have much time to reiterate on this prompt, but try it yourself at some point. Try to draw full glass of wine, like up to the top full. Usually it's impossible or very hard. Yeah, or Trump, like the other suit. So like, usually he wears like formal dress, so it's hard to generate Trump or like any uncommon situation. So if human like data like online contains mostly wines half full, because yeah, in every restaurant, every like image online, you will see mostly like this kind of glass, not at the top. It's hard for AI to imagine and draw you something unusual. And texts and labels are also hard. Usually AI doesn't write well, makes mistakes when you try to put a text on a label, but it's getting better. It's getting better. But still, if you want to generate heavily like video with lots of labels, titles, so on, yeah, you will probably see a lot of hallucinations in the video. Let's, yeah, okay. We have 20 minutes left. The basic idea, Hailuo has a very good tutorial on, and I highly recommend you to read it. Very good tutorial on how to prompt video models. But basic prompt formula is like main subject plus motion plus scene, like a puppy runs in the park or elephant jumping on a trampoline. It usually produces good results. So you need to specify the subject, what they do, and where, and it usually give you correct, like good enough results. But you can also be more specific. You can specify camera movement, so you can like roll a camera over or like zoom in, zoom out, and video model will generate uses camera movement. And also aesthetics like color tone, like whether it's warm, like sunny, or like windy, or cold, or like dark. Or so. So try to use this prompt when you generate videos. And few suggestions. They're similar. So if you used to write prompts for text generation and ChatGPT, they're kind of similar in some ways. So the most important are be specific and detailed, because if you are not specific, AI model does not understand what you really want, and try to be very specific, very detailed, and it will help you to generate better images, better videos. In some products, I think in Sora and Hailuo, there is this part of algorithm that improves prompts. So if you are not specific, they actually try to rewrite your non-specific prompt into more specific, because image models, diffusion models give you better results if you're specific, and can give you like blurry results if you're not specific. So some of this, like like first advice, is sometimes implemented on a tool level, like in Sora, but still it's beneficial for you to be more specific and detailed. Also, you can set style, aesthetic, camera motion details, mood, tone. You can provide some references and analogies. For example, I asked it to draw elephant. Maybe yeah, I could like specify like what kind of elephant or like what kind of trampoline, like maybe like brand of trampoline and so on. So AI model will understand better what I want. You can also break down scene into layers, so you can specify what's on the background, what's on the foreground, and it will give you more precise results. If you have characters like humans you're trying to generate, for example, you can like specify motions, actions in more details. A good quality improvement is when you describe lighting and the color palette, because it will look less AI generated if you do not specify uh, like yeah, they will look kind of similar, but if you specify it like uh, I don't know, some more details, sunset and fuzzy light. So it may generate you something which looks less AI generated and more real. Because lots of people are generating with a short, like single prompt and do not care about this one. So that's why most of internet look like AI generated nowadays, but actually sometimes you can meet AI generated image or video, which you don't think that it's AI generated, it's just well prompted. Ninth is use sequences for complex things. So if you have like this person like moving here, there, and then doing this and that, yeah, try to specify like first scene, second scene, and maybe how first scene transforms into second scene. Usually it's right now video models can generate videos like 5 seconds, 10 seconds max. So you cannot generate long sequences anyway. But yeah, if you're trying to show some movement with some themes, try to specify it. And last but not least, and also second important, I think like the first one is important and then is the second important. You need to iterate and refine. So you need to write prompt, see how it goes, see like the errors and what like AI did not understood some here, and reiterate and refine. Video generation is becoming cheaper, so it's much easier to iterate and refine without thinking how much will it cost for you. So yeah, Sora, for example, has unlimited generation. Sometimes it gets slower, depending, on probably their like servers and so on. But yeah, iteration is important in working with AI in any aspect. Few few options of Hailuo and also some other models does have it, and Sora does not have it. The first one is subject reference. You can upload the image of a person or any subject, and video will try to generated video will have this person as a subject. Basically, it's you can generate videos of yourself. Sora does not allow you to upload image of a human to generate video based on this image due to guardrails, but Hailuo does allow it. So if you want to generate a video based on an image like a photo of a real human, you can do it in Hailuo, but not in Sora. And also Hailuo has a director version of their video gen model. They have better camera control. So if you want to do more like film like cinematic camera movement and you have them in a prompt, Hailuo will follow this better than Sora most of the time. I can show you I think let me show you some subject reference actually with Hailuo. So most of web services to generate, you have image to video, text to video, and also Hailuo has a subject reference to video. Image video is usually more reliable if you have an image. So one way to generate good video is to generate image first, and maybe like generate dozens of images. So iterate on images first. Pick one you like best, and then based on this image, generate a video. And it will give you more control over end result, because you will have like more iterations on an image because it's faster, cheaper, and just more convenient. Text to video is fully creative. You can write whatever you want. And subject reference is, let's see, yeah, let's upload myself here. Yeah, so this is me. I can confirm this is the character. And man jumping on a trampoline during sunset. And we can try to, yeah, the subject reference model. So we will see how I'm jumping on the trampoline in a few minutes. Few more tips and tricks. I already explained them to you, a few of them, but not the first one. And this one is important, and I will show you. Use ChatGPT to generate and improve your prompt. So it helps me a lot in lots of use cases, in image generation and video generation, also in deep research. So you can ask, where's ChatGPT? Generate prompt for video gen Sora elephant jumping on a trampoline. And basically ChatGPT understanding some of like good practices, which I told you, will generate you a better prompt than your prompt. So if I just want like elephant jumping, this is like realistic elephant jumping in a large backyard, slow motion, keep this style, I think, yeah. So you can reiterate on prompts using just regular ChatGPT or language models, and then you can use this prompt to generate a video. And it usually gets you better results than your initial prompt. Also, while doing so, you may like understand that you want it not in the forest, but in somewhere else. So this technique gives you the ability to see the different parts of the prompt in specifics you probably like missed or forgot to specify, and you can like, just specify additional details, so it will become the prompt which will work better for you and also will generate you better results. Words useful. Okay. Hailuo is still generating. Sora is still generating. Let's go to tips and tricks. So use ChatGPT or any LLM to generate or improve your video prompt. It helps a lot. Generate, I've already told it, generate or find the image first. So you can actually like use any image from internet, upload it. For video, you can upload it here, and it will be first frame in your video. So if you use image, it will be first frame of your video, and video generation will start not from like a random generated first image, but from your image. And it can give you good consistency and good results. So you can animate an existing like photo. I think I have a I have a few family photos which I uploaded and then animated. It's very fun. But I will not show it to you due to limited time. And third advice is generate multiple videos with the same prompt. As you see, I'm generating two, usually at once. And yeah, you can also generate 4. In most of products, you can generate multiple. And sometimes you need to regenerate again, even if this 4 have a bad quality or your prompt is complicated, maybe like very unrealistic. So it's hard to generate. Overall, try to specify a task to AI similarly as you would specify to human. So if you hire like a freelancer to designer or video video editor to build a video for you, you will probably specify lots of details instead of just elephant jumping on a trampoline. So try to specify more details to AI. Also, you can combine it with my first advice to use ChatGPT, so you can reiterate, like see whether like this prompt is what you want. If not, like add more details. And in most tools, including Sora, Hailuo, and maybe Google, I haven't tried it in Google, it's a new tool. You can download this video, reuse it in any platform. You can upload it to your TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever. I think you can also, yeah, you can also download it in Google. So, oh yeah, that's me jumping on a trampoline. That's not, that's kind of strange, but yeah. This was an image, subject reference. So image model tried to like keep me as a consistent subject and yeah, animated. Well, yeah, it doesn't look like me for me, but like there are some similarities. And where is our elephant? Still generating. Okay, we will see elephant a little bit later. Demo, yeah, I have been showing you a few demos along the way. We have a question here. How can I set up an automated video generation pipeline using AI based on existing materials like website content for regular marketing output? This webinar is non-technical, so I will not go into details, but some video models does have API. Sora does not have API, and this is an issue with Sora. So you can use Sora only through UI right now. They will probably release API later, but they have not released yet. For Hailuo model is actually open source, and you can use Replicate, and also VO2 is on Replicate, and yeah, so Hailuo is Minimax. So Minimax is the name of the company of Hailuo, and they have video model which costs 50 cents per 5-second video. So you can use these APIs to call from your scripts to generate you videos, and basically you can build a pipeline with a Python or with like any other like make.com or NA10 and call video model based on your materials and do something with this video. Maybe we can have some additional webinar on technical details of video generation. But yeah, it's not we don't have much time for it today. Okay, but thank you for the question. One question was here quite a long time. Hyperscale and JetBrains education at different platforms. It's not related to videos, but Hyperscale educational platform, we host JetBrains educational content on Hyperscale. So it's different things, but yeah, Hyperscale content is from JetBrains Academy. Okay, my dreamy bounce elephant is still generating. So I will go back to slides and we will wrap up. Please post your questions. We'll have few minutes to answer more questions. So we shortly covered today basics of Gen AI for video, and this area is moving fast. So it's getting better and better. Just a half year ago, there were no almost like no publicly available video models. A few models that were publicly available were really bad. Yeah, nowadays there are plenty of products and models. I think in a half a year, in a year, they will get cheaper, faster, and more accessible, and we will see much more video generated online. And I hope like you will also play and generate it and maybe like use it in in your scenarios in the personal and work life. We also covered tools like Sora, Hailuo, and HeyGen. Well, we did not cover HeyGen fully, but yeah, if you want AI avatars, go to HeyGen, and it's relatively easy to generate AI avatar at HeyGen. Yeah, and I showed you how to get started. So I hope um, you will use video generation for yourself. You can build promo videos for your business. You can do like personal storytelling or blogging. You can just generate something funny and post it in your social media websites. Yeah, people do like funny AI generated videos nowadays. Educational training content is also one application. It's better to use usually AI avatars than diffusion models. But diffusion models are getting better, and I think like in a half a year you can use videos to, for example, show like molecules, like how they work, or like physics, or some like educational examples and visualizations. And I encourage you to try just to open any video gen tool or multiple video gen tool and use them. Try to open Sora.com and use it. Try to open Hailuo, HeyGen, and try to use it. See how it works for you, what it generates, and while doing so, also remember that the current state of these tools may not be perfect. They hallucinate. They generate some flying elephants sometimes instead of jumping elephants, but it will get better. So it's definitely like improving very fast. So I think you should start trying to use this now. So later on, when these tools will be much better, you will already know how to use them, and you can start using them for various purposes. And I reiterate that Hailuo has a very good AI tutorial on videos, and the link is in presentation, which we will share with you. So they have lots of like ideas how to prompt, what are best prompts, what are like, good examples, and so on. So it's very detailed and professional guidelines on how to prompt video models. So where is our dream elephant? Okay, this is dream elephant in Ghibli style, which doesn't look Ghibli, but yeah, it's kind of elephant. I think this one is better. Also, it has a shadow. Oh, this one also has a shadow. uh, Interesting note. You can on Sora you can explore videos and you can see old prompts, and it's very good learning tactic. So you can find videos you like. For example, this one cats with a house, and you can see the prompt which was used to generate this kind of video. You can also reuse this prompt and generate like the same for you. So try to basically write your prompts, reuse other prompts, and play with it. Sora is unlimited nowadays, so yeah, it will not cost you much. But it can be slow, so you can generate like one video at a time, and yeah, it could take a few minutes per generation. Okay, and last but not least, we have at Hyperskill we have a bootcamps, and we are launching AI Entrepreneur Bootcamp. I will open this link for you. So basically, it's a 6-week intensive program where we teach you how to use modern AI tools to build products from idea to landing page, like building AI agents, which are I think more and more important nowadays, how to ship fast, how to deploy, where to deploy your first client server app, how to launch your app like fully, not just MVP, but payments, databases, first users, persistence, and so on. And also how to scale from project to product, like use metrics, security scaling. So it's a short 6 weeks course about how to basically use AI to build products. And for participants, today we have a promo code webinar, which will work until May 5th and give you $400 off of this program. This program starts at last half of May, like May 18th. So if you want to learn how to build products using AI tools, and if you're like, especially like if you're non-technical or you don't have like deep technical experience and want to learn how to prototype and launch products fast, yeah, highly recommend you this bootcamp. Thank you. I think that's it for today. And let me see. Do we have any questions? Okay, I think I answered on everything. And we're 4 minutes, past our end time. Then thank you for coming. Thank you for a question along the way. And I highly recommend you to just open Sora or Hailuo and try it yourself. It's fun. It sometimes hallucinates, but when it hallucinates, it's also fun. So good luck with video generation, and sign up for our bootcamp if you want to explore how to build products with AI. Thank you. Bye-bye.